Good morning. My name is Anne. I've brought some of my needlework here on the piano, and I want to talk about how sewing brings me to faith. I started sewing in high school on a Singer featherweight machine that had been a wedding present to my mother 81 years ago. I still use it. It's a piece of art. It's shiny black with gold scrolling, and it runs like new. In high school, I made most of my clothes with it. It's a lovely machine, and it makes sewing a joy. I learned enough about sewing in high school to be a costumer one summer at the Mary Moody Northern Theater at St. Edward's here in University here in Austin, where I made costumes for some of the popular actors of the time who were performing in summer stock. I made a painter's smock for the movie star Julie Adams, who starred in The Night of the Iguana, and hospital greens for Pernell Roberts from Bonanza, who played the lead in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I don't remember what I made for William Shatner or which play he was in, just that I was starstruck by being in the presence of Captain Kirk from Star Trek, who was a really nice man and liked students. As a freshman at UT, I made animal costumes for a children's show on KLRU that predated Sesame Street, shows how old I am, an experience that enabled me to make my son's Halloween costumes. I brought a picture of one of them. It's a picture of a costume of Pikachu from Pokemon. I like it because I think I really nailed the pointy ears and the lightning bolt tail. And Ben, who was a big Pokemon fan, had a really good time wearing it. In the last several years, I've gravitated to cross-stitch and needlepoint, largely because of my mother-in-law, who left our family a phenomenal legacy of needle-pointed Christmas ornaments, and about half of what's on the piano here is our ornaments that she made. Although the Christmas stocking is mine, and it made me wonder how she was so prolific in needlepoint, because it took me 2 years to make that stocking for my for my daughter-in-law. A few years ago, I found a set of patterns for making cross-stitch Fabergé eggs, some of which I brought today, and recently I've started making needlepoint eggs. There's an unfinished one on the piano so that you can see what, sort of how the process goes. I'm hoping that my family and friends will enjoy all of these after I'm gone and perhaps think of me. So how do I relate sewing to faith? I do it through God's promises of salvation and renewal. In the beginning, I sewed because of the pleasure and amazement I felt in the process of making something from scratch. Now sewing represents faith to me. I turn to it when I'm weary in the knowledge that it will renew me. When I sew, I concentrate on the sewing, and I forget for a while about the things that trouble me. Sewing renews me spiritually. It instills peace in me. It makes me feel safe. To paraphrase Hebrews 11:1, it restores the confident assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen. This renewal occurs whenever I sew, and it enables me to rejoin the world, refreshed and trusting that whatever has happened to me or will happen, I will always be renewed and reconciled to God, and that I will be okay, that I'm safe. Thank you.